everybody. We are now here with David Archuleta. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Philippines.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
So, how was your last visit? How does it feel to be back in the Philippines, actually?
Oh, it feels great. It's really nice to be back. There are a lot of fans here, so it just makes me really happy to be here.
Now, how would you describe your Filipino fans? Because, you know, we all know that you're recognized all over the world. But, you know, how do you describe your Filipino supporters?
The Filipino supporters, I feel like it's another level of support because they're just so... They're just very supportive, and it's really neat. I know that. I mean, it's just interesting. Just like even the people at the airport, it was just.
They're there waiting for you. That's how much they love you.
It's very different here, but it's really cool.
But speaking of how much they love you, are you aware that all of the videos that you released here in the Philippines became #1 in MYX?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. No, I didn't know that before. That's really neat. I just thank you to the fans just for being supportive, and I'm so glad that they like the music. I think that's the best feeling is knowing that so many people enjoy the music.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But your music's really good. I love it.
Thank you.
My favorite song is Crush.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about your new album, The Other Side of Down. How is it different from your debut album?
Well, it's very different in a sense that I felt like I had a lot more of me in here.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of different sides to people, but I wanted to show the fun side of David.
Okay.
And kind of introduce people to that, you know, because I'm always saying that it's like, okay, well, I'm kind of a dork and I'm kind of awkward and stuff, but I wanted.
Not.
Well, I mean, if people were to follow me around for a week, I feel like they'd kind of catch on to that, you know. So I was like, well, I kind of want to introduce people to just who David is and just be real. And it was fun because I got to be a lot more involved with the writing with these songs.
Actually, that's true. Like, what inspired you to write some of the songs here in this album?
Just my own experiences. That's what was really cool. It was, whether it was, you know, just wondering, okay, what am I going to do with myself? And, and it's like, oh, what happens next in life? Life is confusing. But just, again, at the same time, being excited for the future and just moving ahead and just making progress and growing, and then just trying to keep a positive, kind of positive
outlook.
Positive outlook and a positive atmosphere within the album songs, because I just wanted people to feel good. You know, I feel like that's important. You know, that's one of the best things you can feel is to feel good and feel positive. So I just wanted to at least try to influence people to look at life in a different perspective and
look at the bright side of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now going back to your album, do you have like a favorite song in there that you wrote?
Favorite song? I really liked the title track, The Other Side of Down, just because I felt like that's what influenced. I mean, it represented my life right now, and just how I was looking at it, because it shows like how confused I get sometimes. I'm like, whoa, there's so much going on, it's overwhelming. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna keep on moving forward, put one foot in front of the other. And then there's a song called My Kind of Perfect. That
sounds very sweet, though. You're kind of perfect.
Yeah.
So what is it exactly? What's your kind of perfect?
My Kind of Perfect. You know, that's kind of what the song's kind of says, that I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think it's just looking for, you know, someone who just has, you know, good heart. Because I feel like that's the thing that will last the most, and you know, because I just wanted to let girls know that you don't
listen, you girls,
that it's not all about the physical appearance. That's not what's gonna make, and that's not what's gonna make or break it for someone. I wanted girls to know that it's what's in, you know, the heart, the attitude that the girl has, how she cares for other people. Those kinds of things are what I think will really kind of
shine through.
Yeah, shine through. That's right. Good, thank you.
Now let's take a trip down memory lane. How would you describe your whole idol experience?
My idol experience.
Intense.
It was pretty intense. There was a lot going on, a lot keeping busy, and it got, you know, it could get a little overwhelming sometimes, but it was a great learning experience.
But how did you deal with the pressure? Because I understand, you know, like you always have to come up with your own song, with your own arrangement, in front of a lot of people and judges like, you know, Simon Cowell. How did you deal with the pressure?
You know, it's interesting because when you're going through it, you don't feel like you can finish.
Oh
you don't feel like you can do it. So
without
it's like,
falling apart.
Yeah, but it's so, what's cool is that, like, even though you feel that way, you just do it anyway. And all those feelings are like, oh, I can't do this and blah, blah, you just have to not focus on that and ignore them. And you just keep going anyway. And then you finish. And you know, if you finish, you sing each week, or like even up to the finale, and you look back and it's like, I did it.
You just zoned out through the whole experience.
Yeah, it's amazing because it's like, even though the whole way I was like, I don't think I can do this, I don't know if I can do this, but at the same time, something inside is saying, keep going. And it's like, you just have to pay attention to that voice and follow that.
But hey, you did something really good. A lot of, like, 30 million people loved you in that, you know, in that competition.
Oh, thanks. No.
But what can you say about the new judges, Steven Tyler and Jennifer Lopez?
I'm excited to see that they have performers and artists now be judges, because I feel like the new judges will really be able to relate to the contestants in a different way, kind of like how Paula was. Because they know what it's like to feel all that pressure. And it's hard to explain because a lot of that pressure is from all the focus on you. Like, that energy is just, it's hard to explain because there's so much attention and so many people just watching and critiquing. And you can feel that, and that's one of the most, like, moments. And so I feel like it's them being performers, they know what it's like to feel that pressure and that attention.
So they can actually relate to you?
Yeah, because they know what that attention, how that attention can alter how you perform or how you prepare. And so it'll be fun to see what they have to say.
But let's talk about your guest on iCarly and Hannah Montana. How was that whole experience?
It was really fun. I loved getting to do, you know, iCarly was my first kind of TV appearance and ever, well, other than Idol. But no, I mean, like,
acting appearance.
Acting, sorry, that's what I meant. It was my first acting appearance, even though it was myself. But the kids on that show, they're so cool. They're just so much, they're so much fun to hang out with. Yeah, it kind of was. And it was neat to be around kids my age who are in the industry too.
So does that mean that we're going to be seeing, you know, more of you acting? Or?
You never know. I'd be up to doing it. It was a lot of fun.
But aside from that, what is next for David Archuleta?
Next for me, I mean, just been doing appearances and promotion for this album, but the next step is going on tour.
Oh, wow.
So I can't wait to do that and just set the tour up to get to be able to perform this album live for the fans.
And I'm sure a lot of people want to hear it live, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay, and finally, what would you like to say to all of your Filipino supporters who've been there for you ever since American Idol?
Well, to the Filipino fans, I just want to say thank you so much for the enthusiasm you've always kept and for the support you've always shown. It's meant a whole lot to me, and that's why it's always so exciting to come here. You know, this would be my second time in the Philippines. I am just always happy to see the fans here, and I can't wait to do a full show again for all of you.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Once again, everybody, David Archuleta.